Snake Speckle, stop! What's gotten into you? Joestar hissed, taken aback by the furious look in the Tom's eye. You're expecting kits? Didn't tell me, and now you dare ask what's wrong with me? Joestar looked at him in shock. Hey! Twigbarrow came up behind them. It wasn't like they had chosen the most private space to argue. Stay out of this, Snake Speckle hissed. Twigbarrow simply moved closer, pushing Snake Speckle to his limits. Don't threaten a queen, let alone our leader. What kind of loyal warrior does that? Twigbarrow, don't. Joestar's voice faded as Snake Speckle leaped on Twigbarrow, pinning him down. Instinctively, the Tom swiped his paws upward, a technique that he and Cinderpaw had been practicing in order to help protect a clan. As Snake Speckle yowled and blood dripped onto Twigbarrow's face, he pushed the Tom off and was hit by a wave of guilt and shame at hurting a clanmate. He wanted to help him. As Slatestone rushed forward, but he knew that it would do no good after what he had just done. Cinderpaw lay curled up in the quiet medicine den, the commotion outside making her ears twitch as she tried her best to ignore the nagging pain in her head and the chill that seemed to reach her bones. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Warrior Cats Sims 3 Legacy Challenge, where we had a little bit of drama going on. So Snake Speckle actually got, whoops, we don't want to see that. He actually got a eye injury, a very, very minor one. So there's no chance for, whoopsie daisy. There is no chance for him to, like there's no bleeding or anything like that. It's simply just a tiny little eye injury that he's gonna have to fix on his own. And Slatestone is like dying. We won't mind that too much. It's because the cats have been off the I haven't had them on right now. Well, the autonomy has been off, so that's why they're like all dying. So we'll just kind of ignore any yellow portrait colors that are gonna arrive right now. Joestar seems to be eating some prey. I think Twigbarrow probably would have interacted with Joestar to see if she was okay, if it wasn't for the fact that she or the fact that he's very tired. So Snake Speckle actually is done with his stomach problems, and then we have the sickness of Cinderpaw. So Cinderpaw, as you guys saw, is actually sick, and I think we'll actually make hold on, is there no prey left in the prey pile? Oh gosh, okay, well, Pixel Fur, are you catching that? I really hope you are. She wants to groom her sick little kitten. She didn't catch any, but let's have her actually stalk for prey and see if she can't find some food for her daughter, who is actually in the medicine cat den, and I will be pulling down her... I'll be pulling up her scratch meter because, well, maybe not. It'll just be red, I suppose. It doesn't actually do any effect other than just be red. But I will be pulling down her energy so that she keeps sleeping for now, because she actually got sick with white cough. So she is our first case of white cough in the game, well, ever. And of course it is in Leaf Bear. It's a lot more common to have it here than in any other season. I believe in Greenleaf and stuff I've made one called Running Cough, which is a much lighter variant of white and green cough. So it is contagious, and she cannot hunt or train while under 7 or 15% sleep. Not that she really will on her own anyways, but if she was a loner, for example, she would not have a lot of time to hunt. as she only has 75% sleep maximum. Although, as I said, I'll be dragging that down for now. So, there we go. Her mother clearly wants to interact with her daughter. And she actually isn't allowed to... I won't count socializing. I know that socializing should technically be part of like the contagious thing. But the thing with that is it's a game. And it's really hard to keep track of all the cats. So I don't count socializing as really a thing that can make them sick. And again, we'll just kind of ignore this yellow portrait because it was so close to when we actually got the... when we did the animagic. So I will actually bring Slitstone over here. Sunnypaw seems to be sleeping a little bit. She's probably quite worried about her sister, not to mention that we are actually going to go to the half moon soon enough. And we will take this green leaf and give it to Slatestone. And whenever Pixelfur kind of catches some prey, maybe Slatestone can stalk for some as well. There we go. She actually wants to nuzzle with Blazeheart. That's an interesting one. But Greenleaf, if I go and check here. So Greenleaf actually cures 3 whole days of white cough. And I might change that a little bit now that I've changed kind of how the days work. But I think Greenleaf being that powerful is a fair thing to do. Okay, so she's kind of... Hopefully she gets that piece of prey. Come on, Pixelfur. Yeah, she did get it. And Slatestone is trying to catch a bird in her own nest here. So, okay. Let's have Cinderpaw kind of wake up. Oh yeah, and another thing that this also did, unfortunately for Cinderpaw, she was doing so well in her training, but actually White Cough gets rid of 2 skill points on each skill. So she only has 1 hunting and 0 fighting now. She was doing so well, but unfortunately it just didn't really work out. So we will have her probably just sniff. I don't think she's allowed to groom her, so I think we'll just kind of keep it. I mean, I will try to limit the interactions between the cats, but she's just kind of coming here to leave the lizard and then be off. Meanwhile, Slatestone, of course, will actually be helping her. So we're gonna give her this green cough as well with her food, which means that she will now only have 2 days of white cough left, and that seems like a little bit OP, but she did actually roll a very mild version of what the white cough. The max the minimum she can have is 4 days, so she has a very mild version, thankfully for us. So there we go. She's kind of been a little bit healed now. We're gonna have her sniff. Maybe even groom her. I wish that we could get rid of her... fleas, but unfortunately not. Oh, and she actually doesn't know Slatestone enough to groom her. That's fine. They're not quite friends yet, but that's okay. So, let's have her go back to sleep. Okay, and that's not actually possible. That's due to the nests being slightly weird in the winter. So we're gonna just casually put down the snow level a little bit. Don't worry about it. If the snow level is too high, they can't really lie down in the nest, which is why I had to fix that. So don't mind me as I do that. Slatestone, you cannot have fleas actually. And you guys, it's actually the half moon meeting. So tonight, Blazeheart is off to eat things, but tonight actually, Sunnypaw is gonna go over and see if she can't get the blessing of StarClan. Now the thing is, that would leave, of course, no one to take care of Star, who's expecting kittens in winter, which is not great. And that's actually why Slatestone is coming over here. So I wonder instead... Is it happening? No, okay. They're just nuzzling. So I wonder if actually Sunnypaw is gonna do a little bit of an odd one and go with a warrior rather than her medicine cat. Well, her mentor. Of course, the warrior can't go in and see what happens. I think we're gonna do some playfully chase. I don't know. I think chase might be a bit much, but you can groom her a little bit. As well as do a little nuzzle. But yeah, Sunnypaw's gonna have to actually make it to the Half Moon meeting alone. Because they do have sick cats in camp. And it is quite far, although it is just one night, maybe. I think if it was just Cinderpaw, Slatestone would probably have left. But considering Star is actually expecting kittens, she has to stay. Because she just couldn't help herself. Like, if one of her kittens died because Slatestone wasn't here, I think that Slatestone would really blame herself. Despite doing it for Starkland. So yeah, point is, Sunnypaw is gonna be going out alone, and only Rook and Slatestone, as well as Star, have actually seen where the moon the moonfalls are. But I'm sure that we can have some cats figure it out anyways. Anywho, let's have Snake Speckle go out and stalk for some prey. Actually, you know what? Let's do it over the road. Over here. We're not gonna visit the woods. He's just gonna be stalking for prey. There we go. And honestly, Sunnypaw, you should probably leave now, huh? She's kind of using the bathroom. Oh no. There's another... Okay, there's another barf thing there, so we're gonna have to randomize between the cats again. This time it is actually Star who might become sick. Okay, so does she become sick is the question. It's on 53, so I think she just barely is actually sick. She's an adult now, however. Yeah, she's 3 above, so she... Oh gosh. Star, you are sick. Of course, this is gonna happen a lot in winter, but I'm a bit worried because she is expecting kittens. How severely sick are you? Moderate again. I think I might have to change the sickness thing a little bit here. But not right now. So she actually has a little bit of a fever. Ooh, okay. That's not the worst thing she could get. So let's add fever to her. So she has a fever. We don't really know how many days yet right now, so I'm gonna write 0. This is making her slightly sluggish. She has 10% less sleep and a 20% chance to drop or to fail successful hunt. Yeah, there we go. And duration is until the cause is gone. Well, I would say it's about 1 to... Okay, so I'm gonna say her fever is actually due to her kittens. So, not that that happens in real life, but she's gonna have a fever until her kittens are born. Which means she's technically a sick queen, although it is a moderate sickness. I don't think fever would do too much. Especially with a medicine cat right there. Snake Speckle is off with his horrendous eye injury. Unfortunately. That Twigburrow actually feels really, really guilty for causing. Speaking of Twigburrow, you need to eat something, like right now. And Sunnypaw, you are also eating. That's lovely. So either she will go with her mother or her father. And her mother is actually, I think... she's actually slightly closer to her father. So Leia's heart will actually be going with her. And he is also really good friends. Okay, but Pixelfur, you know what? Pixelfur. Let's do Pixelfur because she's actually a better... she's better friends with... what's her name? With Slatestone. So let's have her mother actually come over. She's gonna say goodbye to her father, I suppose. And then they are going to head out. Pixelfur, can you get something to eat? That would be awesome. You can find any in the prey pile. I might just... hold on. Okay, I found a beetle. Now I'm gonna put it up to medium again. Sorry. There we go. Snake Speckle ate a beetle. Oh my gosh! Twigbarrow, no! Twigbarrow, that is an orange portrait. Oh. And he is definitely sick. Now, how sick is he? Very, very mildly sick. Okay. What is his sickness? He has a little bit of nausea. I don't think that's too bad. He's probably just hungry, I think. So let's see. Nausea. I can't make him eat, and he has 50% sleep. And he might throw up the food that he's eating. But that's not, it shouldn't be too bad, because it's only one day, so by nightfall it should be gone. Anywho, here we go with Sunnypaw. And Toastar actually has some disgusting hairballs again. Okay, so these two will go on the journey now, and I think I'll just casually just send them there. Not like teleport them or anything, but I think I'll just do this and not really follow them, because these journeys, like this half moon meeting, is gonna happen very often. I don't think I'm gonna send the cats. Well, I probably should. I don't think I'm gonna send them though, unless something is actually happening, and usually it'll just be like in between the episodes, I suppose. Oh, and Snake Speckle actually just gained level 10 hunting. So good job, Snake Speckle. Joestar, how are you doing? You're interacting with Twigbarrow a little bit. We actually need some prey. So Blazeheart, can you go out hunting? Over here, I suppose. There we go. Like, we really need some prey. And it is snowing so badly. Oh gosh. Big Burrow. You're just scratching a little bit. Snake Speckle is doing fine. He's just hunting, it seems. Do we have any other cats? That's kind of all our cats. Twigbarrow, can you hunt when you're nauseous? Let's see. He can, he just can't eat anything. I can't initiate eating, so he has to eat by himself. Although, to be fair, when he hunts like this, he is going to initiate eating by himself, so that's gonna be fine. But yeah, there we go. So Pixelfur is on her way over there. I'm kind of stalling this episode a little bit because I really want Dostar to actually have her kittens. Oh, and she's vomiting, so that's not great, because that means that I have to roll the random sickness generator for her again. I know it feels like there's a lot of random generators, but okay, she's actually fine. Usually they're fine, and usually that's that. But we've been having quite some unlucky cases lately. Okay, Twigborough, you did eat that. Now, the question is, you have a 25% chance of throwing it up, but he didn't, so he's fine. He ate his food, it went well. There wasn't too much of a problem. Slatestone, she's just waiting for Dostar to have her kittens. Dostar is also just waiting to have her kittens. And she has fatigue. I don't think I can hunt with her. No, I mean I can. It's just... Oh yeah, we never rolled to see how many days. Oh no, yeah, okay. Until kittens are born. There we go. But she's gonna go down on a yellow portrait again now, actually. Because the clan is quite hungry, and I just failed to really realize that, which is my bad. There she goes. We're gonna roll the random generator. She is not fine, I believe. Like, even as adults, they have a 50% chance of being fine. And that is as low as it goes on Yellow Portrait. In summer, they only have a 20% chance of actually getting sick. So it's simply because it's winter right now that it's so many times. And she, once again, has a moderate sickness. So let's see what it is. She's gotten a little scratch, it seems. From one thing or another. But she has no effect on it whatsoever. It's just a tiny little scratch. There is a chance of it becoming infected, but that's about it. This is 2 days. And how much chance? 5% infection risk. So it's really nothing. I don't think that's gonna do anything. But she did get a tiny little scratch. Just from probably scratching her nose or something. Interesting. Well, you guys, I think it might be too late for her to actually have her kittens at this point. But I have a little suspicion that we will definitely see them next time. So, if you guys are enjoying this series, then please do consider subscribing. And without further ado, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.